This is sort of a two-part question. You weren't getting as many volume Google reviews initially, and then we've gone through this project where that spiked up. And then I think you mentioned earlier that you're back down to around 30 per month. Is that so? That's the first part of the question. Is that where you're back at?
That is accurate. Yes.
And what would you attribute? I guess this is kind of two parts on this part too. So do you attribute that slowdown? A lot of these things are now just baked into your process. Is that just kind of
Mhm.
a stable point at which you'll sit at for a while? And then are you still seeing like a similar volume of negative reviews, or has the focus on customer experience shifted the kind of reviews that you get, even though it's back down?
Great question. We have actually seen a reduction in our negative reviews. So instead of saying kind of at that consistent number, we have seen that decline, which is very exciting. A lot of those reviews, because people follow up, will actually change and get turned into positive reviews over time. So that is always wonderful to see. But we did find that our natural resting point was in and around those 30 reviews, and that has just repeated itself month over month over month. And I think that is because we just built those existing tools into our process. So people feel like they're within reach, that it's a really easy conversation for them to have. And it's especially an easy conversation for them to have when they're in those kind of one on one meeting sessions. So when they have the time to really sit down with a member and they're face to face, it's just so easy for them to kind of wrap up the meeting and discussion cleanly with like, if you enjoyed your time here, please let us know. We would love to hear your feedback. We always really appreciate it. And I think that's what's kept those numbers there. And I think when they first dropped from 60 to 30, we weren't concerned. We were anticipating a drop, but we were interested to see whether they would trickle back down to that 15, 10, 5 kind of level, and they haven't. So that's been really great. And I'll continue to track it for the next year, and hopefully it will remain, you know?
Yeah, you guys are still on your path to that 5.0 eventually, right?
Yeah,
Over
that's
time.
the goal. Just a couple thousand reviews away.
Hey, 30, at 30 reviews a month, you'll get there. You'll get there at some point.